Former that member of parliament, Kimani Ngujiri, is telling President William Samoei Arap Ruto that he is talking too much and all his plans will backfire. Let us listen to him before we proceed.
Well, I doubt a lot because they are talking about the big things of devolution, and there are some things which are supposed to be devolved in the county. In the small one they have they achieved on that?
Like which
have they achieved? So this is just politics. Because even the little they have, they could have already achieved. Counties, they are crying, there's no money, they are not able to buy medicine, they are not able, a lot of many things. And now when they added another lord of the faction, surely, is it going to work? You know, the worst thing we have, and that's why maybe we have reached somewhere, I'm sorry to say that, to hear names being called, baptizing name to the president, because you say, but it's not working. I think that's why there's a problem. It's not working. Yeah. And I don't think even where we are now, that the counties are doing good. There's also a problem, a big problem. There are some counties, they do very well, but very few. But I think we are going to devolve more corruption. I think that will be a good thing to say. We are going to devolve more corruption from the government to the county government. But I don't see it working properly, because the little you have, you should show us, is it working and why is it not working? So if we succeed on the small one, then even the big road, when it comes, we can be able to succeed. You see, today, we talk too much, but action is not there. Where is this money going to be found to bring in the counties, where counties right now, they are crying? You see, the biggest thing, even if you want to devolve things and what, if we don't stop completely corruption, we are doing nothing. Nothing. Because the corruption which is the corruption you are just seeing in your eyes. Public are seeing the corruption. Why can't we first say now, we have stopped all those things, let's deal with the corruption? And this thing, for us to succeed in Kenya, the three arms of the government, they must work very strongly together. Assembly, judiciary, and executive.
Right.
These people work in the different hands, and they do things, when they want to mess, they do things together, all of them. So few things, or few of them, who can give us the direction and make sure that we are implementing things. You saw the other time, Judge Naura. Surely, he is a judge. When he comes in the floor and says what he said, that's what Kenyans had seen about the corruption, about the way the case of Gachagua was done. So if you don't stop these things and agree that now is our time to stop corruption, I think we are too near but too far, reaching where we can be able to put this country together. So I don't agree with that, although it's good to say that because it had been mentioned. But for me, we are still in the rough road to reach there.
You asked a question, and I think it's actually a point of note, because the money that we're talking about in terms of pending bills, we're talking about in the hundreds of billions.
Yes.
And where would the money have come from? Where was it? And if you knew that it was supposed to go towards these devolved functions, then why was it not put out there before? That's on one hand. We're also talking about revenue that should have gone to counties. I believe that we're a couple of months behind in terms of money that should have gone to counties before the month of December. That maybe some of it has been released. We're still waiting for a little bit more of that to happen. And most of that actually then does go towards recurrent expenditure, whereby you're paying salaries and you're paying for this, that, the other thing. In terms of development, we did also see from the control of budget the last couple of weeks, the report that was given in terms of who was developing and or not, or who was spending money on development. Still some questions around that. But then if to really say that devolution is happening, form follows function, essentially, and in order to have that, you got to put the money behind it. So where was it all of this time? But what I hear you saying, Ngujiri, is that this is not a true position. Why would you want to circumvent a process which is constitutionally mandated by not giving the money. Why would anybody want to do that? In plain sight, it's not even hidden. Why would you want to do that?
Well, I think we are in the mood of politics. We started politics of 2027 very early. So many people will get off road because of talking many things which you want to promise people, but it will reach somewhere, then it will backfire because people ask, you are told this, it has not worked, then it will backfire. I think it's good to be seen you are mean because you are talking the truth. But when we keep on saying these things will happen, this will happen, as you are saying, what stopped them to give money in the county? Because counties are crying. 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, they have no money. And that is more money. Why could not have been given that money so that we say we have succeeded giving these people money? We owe them nothing. So now we can go in the second things which we had not devolved. I think that's what we should show the people when we say something. It is working and it's been seen. There is saying and implementing. Today, what we can agree is that we have collected a lot of money according to the way I see. Maybe I'm not employed, but I see people who are employed in a pay slip. Maybe they have been chopped about 47% of your salary. And maybe also some other small things which have been chopped. Where is this money going? We could have said, we are going now to devolve this because you have collected enough money, and now you can see how we are succeeding. I think we are just on mess even now. And it's so dangerous. And that's why we are seeing Gen Z and also the public rejecting the government in many things, because they are not seeing what the government is saying working and it being implemented in a good way. If there's money, this thing to be implemented slowly. And again, the problem we have with this government is the speed we are going at. I think if we know where we can put the speed governor in the government, we should put the speed governor because they are rushing too much. See now about this issue of SHA. We could have done it slowly. Make sure that from transition from this NHIF to SHA is working on the slowly way, in a small way. But we won't just cross at once and do something which it will take time. Like now the people have been told that register in the phone, I don't know, do what, online. How many people in the village can be able to do this? And again, also it's not working even if you try to do in online, in our phone, it doesn't work. So we need to do the research first. How long will this thing take before we shift from NHIF to SHA? But the problem is only one. Somebody who has been led to do his own work. Nobody. It is a ministry, but there is somebody who is supposed to say, don't do this, and it is now. If you don't follow this, you are going to see. No, now your hands are tied because the speed which you have been taken, it cannot work. I think that's why we are getting a lot of problem. We cannot change everything at the same time. Everything you change at once, it will bring problem.
Please like the video to reach many people as possible, and in case it is your first time, support us by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. We are on a mission to 6,000 subscribers before the end of this month, and we can't hit 6K without you subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for supporting this YouTube channel. Now, before I go, there are 3 things you need to do. You need to register as a voter, and the beauty of being a registered voter is that you can participate in general elections and by-elections. Number 2, you need to demonetize politics as soon as possible. The beauty of it is that you will be in a position to elect leaders of high integrity, leaders that will not steal public funds. That is something that we are not seeing in the current leadership in the Republic of Kenya. Lastly, you need to vote for a policy. Don't just vote for someone because they're popular. They're going to mess your ward, constituency, county, and even the country at large. But for now, I will see you in the next video.